to Salt. We are in Grapevine, Texas. We're at the Heritage Botanical Gardens at the moment, but Grapevine is supposed to be, it's heralded as the Christmas capital of Texas. So just to show you how Christmassy Grapevine really is, here's a short little video that Aspen and I took as we walked around Grapevine today. Okay, so that was kind of cool, but yeah, it was it's a little town, Christmassy, kitschy kind of. They had some fun stuff, but anyway, we decided to stop by while we were still out and about here in the Heritage Gardens. It's not too far from downtown Grapevine, and do a Salt Out About on location.
Yes, because it's actually 80 degrees
it is
out today.
80 degrees in the Christmas capital of Texas, which I guess shouldn't be surprising, but yeah.
Well, yeah, it just shouldn't be this warm this time of year.
Yeah.
It's never this warm this time of year.
Yeah.
At least not in the 5 years we've been.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be warm the rest of the way, all the way through Christmas, they're telling us. So, but yeah, we didn't really come prepared I didn't bring tripods and mics and all the stuff, so Aspen is sitting there holding the phone, and we're just going to do it for fun because we're out and about. So here we are.
Here we are.
Salt in Grapevine, Texas.
Salt in Grapevine, Texas.
Yeah.
So this last week, I was reading the news, and I read an interesting article that said they were starting up driverless trucks.
Driverless trucks?
In the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and they already did a trial run of that back in April, getting the trucks back and forth between Dallas and Houston, I think it was. And they want to set up a route between Fort Worth and El Paso and Fort Worth and Phoenix. Wow. Now, they say the trucks are already driving around Fort Worth. They do have human drivers still, not drivers I shouldn't say, but people that are there in case they might need to pull the truck over or get gas or something like that. But they do plan on
making them all completely driverless?
Completely driverless, yes. It seems like there's a little glitch still with getting gas.
I would think that would be a problem.
But they're working on that. They hope to make some robotic arms or something like that. And
that's all we need. Yes, at least it's not flying. I know they're working on flying driverless cabs now, and that's all we need are flying driverless trucks. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah. So anyways, the article said that possibly they would schedule at least some of the trucks to be driving at night, and so it would help to cut down on traffic. Because they said the average commuter in the Dallas-Fort Worth area spends 69 hours per year sitting in traffic. And I thought, oh my, that sounds awful. 69 hours?
Yeah.
And so I thought, well, if you divided it up into, say, an 8-hour workday, that worked out between 8 to 9-ish hours per
8 to 9-ish hours per
8 to 9 8-hour days in a year sitting in traffic.
Okay.
So that's nearly 2 weeks of a work week sitting in traffic.
Oh.
And that still sounds terrible, right? If you break it down a little bit further, here's the interesting part. It's about 15 to 16 minutes, 5 days a week for the year. And that sounds like, oh, well, it's really nothing. And if you think about it, while we grumble and complain about those 15 minutes a day of sitting in traffic, there are other ways we waste more than 15-minute time segments a day, and we don't grumble and complain about it at all. Do we rather enjoy what we happen to be doing usually that's wasting our time? When we choose to do it, of course, obviously. So we're going to turn to the story of the woman at the well for a moment. It's found in John 4. Jesus and his disciples have been taking a trek, and they need to stop, take a rest, get some food and water. They stopped at this town named Sychar, and Jesus sat down by the well outside the city, and the disciples went in to town to buy some groceries, and a woman came out from the town to draw some water. Now we're going to just do a little synopsis of this. Jesus says to the woman, "Get me a drink." And basically she says, "Why are you even talking to me?" And Jesus says, "If you knew the gift of God and who it is you are talking to, you would have asked him, and he would have given you living water." Jesus isn't about to give up just because she questions him. He has the answer. In fact, he even started the conversation with the answer. Get me a drink. Once you get to the end of the story, the get me a drink request points out that yes, she can get him a physical drink of water, but she does not have her own salvation. That is a gift from God. Ephesians 2:8, for it is by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not from yourselves, it is the gift of God. And I just want to add that time is a gift from God as well. A gift like salvation, in that we can neither buy it or sell it, but we do have the choice what we will do with it.
I used to ask some of my classes, what's the most valuable thing you own? And they'd come up with all different stuff. And I'd say, no, it's time, because you only have so much of it. You don't know how much you have. And once you spend it, you can never get it back. Cool. All right, cool. All right, well, if we have time and I feel inclined, I don't know if I can find it, I have a nifty little slideshow. I remember as you were talking, it reminded me that of all the things that we do, like everyday kind of things, and how much over a lifetime you spend doing those, kind of little things like sitting at traffic lights and stuff like that. If I can find that, we'll tag it on here at the end. If not, hope you've had a great Sabbath, and next time you see us, we'll be in Omaha, Nebraska, where it will not be 80 degrees. It will not be 80
degrees, no.
A lot colder, but we'll be up there for probably a white Christmas. So have a good week.